Carson Wentz, this is a guy who had to miss the playoffs in consecutive years due to injuries. Now he's recovering nicely. Of course, there's some offensive additions as well. What does him being healthy at the beginning of June mean for the NFC East?
It means the best quarterback in the division by far is back. I mean, it's not even close. If Dak was as good as Wentz, you'd be paid already. And guys, there's a lot of talk right now about the Cowboys. They got a lot of hype. They got a lot of good players. And I feel like Carson Wentz is like my favorite gift that I don't know. You know, there's something right now, this roster that he's walking into, too, that Howie Roseman has put together. I have to give you guys a recommendation. There's this Twitter account right now called Keanu Reeves Walking to Music. That's what it's called. Okay. It's everywhere. It's blowing up. All it is Keanu Reeves walking into a room to different songs. It is laugh out loud funny. Wentz walking into practice right now and looking around, not only feeling good about himself, looking at Deshaun here and Alshon here and all these running backs, and not seeing Nick Foles behind him is the Keanu Reeves walk. Go check it out. Best quarterback in the division by far, feeling great.
What does this mean to the rest of the NFC East? This means nothing. It's not a big deal. You know, I don't want to rain on the...
taking this?
No, I'm not taking it. I don't want to rain on the parade of the Philadelphia Eagles fans that are excited about a healthy Carson Wentz right now, even a healthy Carson Wentz during the regular season. You know, this is us getting excited about something we don't know is going to have a good ending. I mean, he hasn't made it into the postseason, and that right there is concerning to me. As a father, I constantly talk to my boys about battling with each other. Of course, I encourage that they're competitive, but my older son, little Nate, for a long time would just beat up on Nehemiah any chance he got, whether it's video games in the backyard playing football. And if you grew up with any type of siblings, you understand this dynamic. I remember a couple years ago, they came home from playing around the corner at a friend's house, and Nehemiah was emotional. He was mad. His tears were welling up in his eyes. And I said, "What's wrong?" He said, "Oh, Nate was talking trash, and we're playing on a little hoop, and he's fouling me, and he's trying to dunk on me." And I had to talk to my son. I said, "It doesn't matter what you play like against your brother. It matters what you play like against competition when it counts." And I feel like it doesn't matter how healthy Carson Wentz looks now playing with his brothers at practice. It matters what happens when they get to December and if they get into the postseason. And if Carson Wentz is on the field or he's on the sideline. I hate to be that guy right now in the summertime, but I am such a big fan of Carson Wentz.
Gotta show me.
I can't get excited right now.
Okay. I just think there might be a little fatigue from us at the table and in the media because last year we did all this.
That's fair.
We did all of it. We went through it all, and Mike Garafolo was at the food truck, and now Mike Garafolo's at the softball game, and Peterson loves him, and the players love. So, to Nate's point, wait and see. Like, I don't need to hear it from the coach in May and June. No, we did that last year, and then he wasn't ready for the start of the regular season. They didn't look good at the start of the regular season with Foles at quarterback, and eventually had to get their things together.
So isn't it encouraging that he's healthy right now, though? I mean,
yes,
it's encouraging.
Right, so
but I think to Nate's point, let's not worry about it right now. Let's tap the brakes because last year we were hearing the same exact stuff. I mean, I really remember last year at this time they were the defending Super Bowl champions, and it was a lot of "Don't worry, he'll be fine, he'll be fine," and then he wasn't fine, and Nick Foles had to save the day again. So I think Carson Wentz to a man would look at you and say, "Don't talk about me in May. Let's revisit this in November and December when I want to earn my skins here." Look. You mentioned Howie Roseman. That roster, they fully brought back Kelsey. They brought back Jason Peters. They added Malik Jackson, Deshaun Jackson. Like, they're going to be very good. Oh. It's going to be on Carson Wentz, not in May and June and even in September. It's going to be Carson Wentz in December who's going to get this thing done. And I'm not so sure that he's the best quarterback in the NFC East. I think Dak has a lot more skins on the wall than Carson Wentz right now.
Talk about it.
Wentz got hurt. We're not talking about ability. You know what I mean? Wentz got hurt. You can't blame him for getting hurt.
They were 5-6 to start the season when he came in there. So that's why there's concern.
Sure.
Missing all that time affected them out the gate last season.
I don't think anybody in the NFL would say, "I want Dak Prescott healthy over Carson Wentz healthy." And if Jerry Jones went that way, he would have paid that.
I just know that Dak Prescott looked Russell Wilson in the eye and said, "Let's go toe-to-toe," and was the better man standing last year.
Yeah, they had a healthy body and a healthy back and a healthy knee and a really good running game.
Kyle, that all matters. This is football.
Of course it does.
All that stuff counts.
I like Dak. I like the Cowboys. I'm just saying Wentz is more talented. And when Wentz is healthy, he's going to show it. That's what I think.
They got rid of Foles, so that tells us something about how the team feels about him, right? Like, there's no safety.
Sure.
There's no insurance policy. They think he's going to be ready to go. And it's good that we're hearing that this early in the season.
They had no choice to get rid of Foles. Like, it was time. They had to do it anyway. They handled it perfectly.
On to